rocking and rolling. We have Alonte in the building. How are you doing today?
Deal?
This is your first podcast
ever. It's
Yes.
so crazy. It's so crazy. I'm glad to be here though.
I'm glad you're here too because, like I said, I need somebody to pop off my podcast. I need somebody to blow up.
It don't have to be me.
Yes.
I had to.
I need those millions of views. Damn
Yes,
it.
let's do it. Y'all know what the deal is.
Talk about where you're from. Are you from Michigan?
Yes, I'm from Detroit. I grew up in Detroit, but then I moved out to the suburbs in like Riverview.
Before we start, this episode is sponsored by JR Management and L&L Distribution. JR Management is a management and consulting service. They offer recording services, photo shoots, and video shoots. They also offer artist feature assistant legal client services. They also offer life coach training. So if you're an upcoming artist, go check out JR Management because it will help you walk through the entertainment industry with a little bit more ease.
And stuff like
cool.
that, so.
Does growing up in Detroit at all contribute to your music or contribute to the type of music you make?
Yeah, because I've been around a lot and went through a lot to, get to where I am.
Okay, I understand. Talk about your experiences growing up and how it led you into a studio making music.
All right, so growing up, I was in and out of foster care when I was a kid. So I had been in a lot of environments. Like I've been in every type of lifestyle. So when I rap about stuff, it comes from the heart. It's actually how I feel. Like, and one of my songs is called How I Feel, the one that I'm about to drop in April.
So that's going to be a reflection of everything that's accumulated to this point.
Yeah, because I feel like it was a lot of, like, whole shit. Like, a lot of people could have, like, I'm being for real, a lot of people could have stopped a lot of stuff from happening, and they didn't.
What do you mean?
Like, a lot of stuff I went through as a kid could have been, like, stopped. Like, there was enough people around me and enough people who could have been like, okay, I got her. But a lot of people stepped away. Mm-hmm. And then when it's going to be that time, when I get to where I'm going, everybody going to have their hand out. I'm going to be like, well.
Yeah. You didn't, take any responsibility for helping me when I was in need.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And one day they're going to see that.
And they're going to be like, well, that's my cousin. Well, that's not. Hell no. Hell no. The distance you keep it now, you better keep that shit.
Right, yeah. It's crazy because even obviously that's like the most severe case of it, right? Especially if you're a child and you're looking for people to help you or guide you or do anything for you and they're not there. But even when you get into artistry, it's the same case too. Like a lot of people just don't support artists that are coming up or believe in it.
I got a real good circle. I be around like Bodie James and Risk Taker and them. So I got a lot of support within them and they really pushing me to do it because seeing their success and their growth really helped me.
Yeah. How did you get a relationship with Bodie James and Risk Taker?
Oh, well, Bodie James is my uncle. He
cool.
Around my family,
I know right now he's not. He's obviously in the hospital right now. So hopefully a speedy recovery for Bodie James.
Yeah.
But yeah, talk about your relationship with him and how he impacted you.
Really just watching him, seeing people come from nothing and then watching the grind and then it happened. And then it's like the same cycle with everyone I've seen do it. Like at first nobody wants to support, but once somebody bigger starts supporting you, or then you start getting the numbers, everybody want to be around you, everybody want to support you, but they wasn't there when you was at the bottom. Yeah. When you was like, hey bro, repost my shit. No, nobody want to do that until somebody bigger does it.
Yeah, there is no support until people see that you're blowing up, but they weren't a part of you blowing up. They weren't a part of the support system that helped you get there.
Yeah, and the fake love be crazy. When you start, just for you, when you first started this, was there a lot of people supporting you? Or
not in the very beginning, though.
Not in the very beginning, but once you start, okay, you got Sada on here, you got Skilla on here, then everybody was...
yeah, there was people trying to reach out once they seen, major... People who've already been fucking with me my whole life they started seeing it more so, then they were like, let me get in there, but it's like... Bro, I was doing this before that though.
And you wasn't there.
You weren't paying attention to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, there is a lot of fake love that goes around. It's a hard game. That's why I think a lot of people when they make a break in the industry, they don't look back. They don't look back at.
Cause you got to.
Yeah.
You see how Big Sean got off? He everybody that you got to because it's gonna be so much enviness and hatred instead of just being loving.
Yeah.
Which is so easy to be loving, and it's so it's free to be loving, and everybody wants to be hatred or envy the next person.
Yeah, no, totally agree with that. Walk us through the timeline of your music. What was the first day in the studio like for you?
All right, when I first started going to the studio, I was 14, and I made my first song ever. I posted it on YouTube, and people at my school started listening to it, and they were like, oh, you can rap. Yeah, you cold, okay. And I was like, damn, I'm gonna keep going. My brother kept taking me, and I kept getting colder and colder. I started writing music when I was like 10. I was playing the piano and stuff, and I taught myself how to write music.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you already have like kind of music theory down a little bit and kind of the aspects of that.
Yeah, like I study people. Like when I'm like listening to music, I study. Like you gotta have a good chorus. It's gotta be catchy. You gotta draw people in. You want people to listen to you, right? And it has to be catchy and repetitive. And then you have to come in with a good verse, and then you bring it back to the hook. That's my, the formula.
Yeah, it's a different time right now because people are rapping off beat and switching up when the choruses pull up and all that
it's crazy because I be like, damn, but it's getting views.
I was hanging out with a friend the other day, and we were listening to Drake, and even then I was like, what happened to music where I could just follow the beat? I'm like, nah, I can't even follow nothing anymore.
Man, Blueface.
Yeah, Blueface changed the game.
Changed the whole game.
Yeah. I thought that wasn't gonna work, and now he's still one of the biggest artists in the industry. It's
on Schoolyard Creep, right?
Yeah, it's wild. It really is wild.
Right.
So are you getting in the studio? Do you see reciprocation after the first songs you release?
Yes. Okay. I got 100 times better. When I first started going, I was like nervous, shaky. Always like kind of scared because I'd be like, "Damn, so many people watching me." And it's like, am I doing it right? Am I saying the right thing? Yeah. And then I start getting more confidence in myself where it's like, okay, I can do anything I put my mind to. I'm gonna just do it. Yeah. And I just started just going crazy.
Just understanding the process more so and getting more comfortable as time goes, right?
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about the songs that you were releasing, and talk about the first moment where you really felt like, damn, people are really, really fucking with me. Was there a song in particular?
So I got songs I record and I just show people, at first that's what I was doing. I was like, damn, I don't really want to release music. But then I started showing people that like, no, you cold. You got to release this. Like I listen to this, like for real.
Yeah. And so do you remember the song in specific, and can you give us the context of that song?
And it's called How I Feel, which is dropping on April 20th.
So most people got to hear it before it's getting released?
Yes.
Okay, talk about who are you showing it to, because it's hard to trust your people around you. They'll just be yes men around you.
Okay, yeah, I know that it's more people that already have a platform. Like I send them my song and be like, what you think? Or like my friend Jay Lee, she owns a podcast. She's wrote for multiple artists in the industry already. So I sent her one of my songs and she reviewed it on YouTube. Okay. Yeah.
You send anything to Boldy?
Yeah, he be telling me like before I recorded this, actually I showed him. I called him and I was like, you gotta listen to this. I think this hard. He was like, yeah, go in the studio, record that. Cause like he was like, yeah, that's hard. That's the one.
Okay, so you're like, people who are already established in the industry that's being
supporting
helping, supporting you, which is really cool. Now talk about, how different it is making music and having the fact that people are going to be able to hear it not far from now versus songs you've impacted people with immediately, because I feel like you're waiting now. It's a patience game. You don't know. It's like having a product and not knowing what the result's going to be. Yeah. It's like a GoFundMe kind of where like everybody that's close to you gets to hear it, but you don't know how the reciprocation of the audience is. So are you kind of nervous? Are you feeling suspenseful? Like how are you feeling about waiting for this?
Well, it's just like I'm gonna just roll with it, like whatever. Like I know like the capability of it, because when I'm talking from the soul, so you gonna hear it. Like when I'm saying it's real, I'm not faking it. Everything I say is real. I'm not talking about toting guns. I'm out here like talking about real shit. Like in my song, I said, if I told you how I feel, would you look at me the same? Yeah, they smile in my face, but I know these niggas fake. And, and I'm like, remember days in the street, I ain't had nowhere to stay. Yeah. Like it's like real shit. I'm really talking like through shit I've been through experiences. I want people to know like whatever you're going through, it's always a better side. You got to make it positive. Yes. Whatever you're going through, you have to make it positive.
Yes.
Like, because if you make it negative, it's going to go negative. You just got to push through it, and it's going to get better. Yeah. It's always going to be better.
A lot of people don't realize that they have the ability to generate how they really think or feel about stuff. Like, they let external forces basically conduct how they feel about their day when it's really up to you of how you feel.
Yeah, and I really think it's like this social media, because a lot of people will fake a lifestyle. Like oh, they really winning, and then other people look at it like, oh, I want to be like them. But you got to know that's not how they really living, because people who really living like that, they don't got time to be on Instagram posting that shit. They don't care about that.
Yeah.
They living their best life.
Yeah, that's facts. Go follow like an NBA player. You'll see like they post once a year and shit. Like, no, this is a working life.
Clips.
Yeah, they're working. The more people post like what's going on in their life, it's like if you're not used to it, of course you're gonna post it. But if you're used to it,
it's just
like another day.
It's another fucking day. It's just like,
Today's another day. You're right though. A lot of people are kind of putting on a masquerade when it comes to social media and whatnot. So you want to come off as like an organic person. Like you want to come off as genuine. Like whatever is really happening in your life, that's what you're putting out here.
Yes, because I want you to know like this me. I ain't gonna put on no facade. Like, I ain't the toughest guy in the world, but I ain't no hoe. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't want to rap about killing people and shit, but I ain't no hoe. Like, for sure.
Talk about your influences. Who's some of the musical influences that you've had?
For real, T Grizzly.
Okay.
I know it's crazy because it's like I feel him. Like, well, he be rapping about real stuff. Like, I feel him for sure.
Yeah. He one of the most impactful songs is the song he made for Jobina, and I remember when she passed away, which was his manager. I had listened to, because most of his stuff was like just really hard, going after you, telling of his life experiences, but nothing that was like made me have compassion for anything really.
Yeah, you talk about saddish.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So when I saw that, I was like, God damn, this dude just got deep and wrenched your heart, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I understand, and he has new music out now where he's singing more so and really telling stories.
And he has a beautiful voice. I didn't know T Grizzly could sing like that. I was listening to him, I'm like, okay, T, I hear you.
When you see somebody like T Grizzly doing the video game stuff and playing the Grand Theft Auto and stuff, does it change your outlook? Because this is something I'm interested in. When artists start changing their what they're doing, like playing video games or maybe live streaming more, does it change your perception of their music or your fan of being a fan of them, or does it not change it too much?
I don't think it changes too much. It's just like, I see it's about the money. He out here Twitch streaming. You getting paid for that. So I understand. And I do like watching him play GTA because he's entertaining as hell.
Okay. So it doesn't to change the music for you at all?
No.
Okay. I was just curious. I was trying to get that perspective from somebody. Talk a little bit about the projects that you do have coming up right now.
All right. I have... I'm about to come, every song I want to come different. So I want to come with a different style, different flow, because I want to see like what people are messing with the most since I'm just now coming out. So like whatever style people are messing with the most, that's what I'm going to go with, like, basically.
So that's your strategy, right? Kind of seeing which lane you're going to fit
every
into.
genre, I'm going to make a song, pop, hip hop, rap, R&B, I'm doing it all.
Versatility.
Yes.
Right? Because you don't want to just do what you think is going to work. You would rather have to see the reciprocation first and seeing what lane fits. It makes sense, though, at the end of the day, because as long as you're making music from the soul, whatever way you project it, whatever genre you're projecting into, still going to make a great song. Right? As long as it's coming from your heart, it's still going to make a great song. Talk about the most impactful moment you've had so far in your career, in your working career, and what you're building right now.
Like the most impactful? I'd say when I had first started performing, which is crazy, like when I was a little younger at like clubs around Detroit, and it was like, at first I was just like, it wasn't really doing anything, and so I started meeting people, and it made a big impact. It's like, okay, so if they fucking with it, somebody gonna fuck with me, you know what I'm saying? It'd be like it was a big impact on my life for sure.
Okay. I think that there's people that always need to be supportive, and you have Boldy James supporting you, that have accomplished something for you to continuously be motivated and whatnot. Talk about the people that are closest to you right now that are helping you with this project, that are helping continue to stay motivated.
My friend group, which is very tight, I only have 5 friends. I'm not going over that because I realized the fakest people have the most friends. And I want everybody in my circle to be 100 with me. I don't want you to be a yes man. I don't want you got to tell me when I'm wrong and correct me. That's what a real friend does. And we're not judging, nobody judging. You're going to tell me, okay, you need to move like this. This not working. Go ahead, like, move this way, you know? So that's really, like, what my friend group on for real.
Yeah, you're right. Because at the end of the day, if somebody really cares about you, they're going to tell you the harsh truth about stuff.
Yeah, without coming off too, like, you know, judgmental in a way. You just be like, you know, yeah, this not for you. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather somebody be like straight up like, you know what, this ain't for you.
What was the toughest moment of your life? Because obviously we were talking about earlier the foster homes and whatnot, but if you can look at the grand scope of your life, what was the most difficult thing you had to endure? How did you get over it?
So when I was younger, I kept getting kicked out of school because I was bad as hell. I ain't gonna lie, I was bad as hell. So one day I got kicked out, and it was over. Like, they were like, you're getting expelled. The district expelled me. So I was like, fuck it. I had to go to military school.
Oh my God.
For 6 months straight. Like, imagine that. I'm fucking 15.
Man.
Going into military school, like, oh, hell no. But I graduated early at 16 on top of my class with a 4.0 GPA.
Jeez.
So it was like, it really, like, it taught me how to sit down and discipline myself. And, like, how to, like, world really works in a way. Like, you know, they kind of gave you the steps to success.
Yes.
So, and everything I do, I use them steps I learned from that.
Right. I think the greatest thing that they put in you is the discipline, right? Because a lot of people think like discipline means you lose your freedom, but discipline actually means you gain your freedom. Because when you're deciding exactly what you want to do and you stick to it, that's freedom, versus you always being connected to something that's distracting you here, distracting you there. That's not freedom.
That's not.
You're a slave to everything that's around you.
Because people got to realize you're a slave to your own mind. And the only way you can escape is if you realize. Like, you know, you got to realize what's really going on. And once you realize what's really going on, you get in the game. Because a lot of people are blinded right now. They get on social media. They're not really looking around. Like, it hasn't snowed. I'm just saying it hasn't snowed. So
yeah. I was praying for it not to snow this year, but now I'm actually scared. Now I'm actually like, damn, it's not snowing. It's not.
Like,
this is not a good thing.
It's gonna be snowing in summer. Like,
the world is really moving the way it's moving.
Yeah. Hey, let me hit that wood though.
I got these snow tires on my.
Can I hit the?
What the fuck did I buy them for?
Give me 2 seconds, real quick.
Needed this. Yeah. Who wrote this?
Talk about, you know, we're talking about the world. Obviously, like, you know, things are actually happening. We gotta stop paying attention to social media because it's distracting us from the fact that it's happening. But watching the way that people are able to pop off these social media applications like TikTok and everything like that is a benefit, right?
Yeah.
You can go on multiple platforms and find a career off of it. Do you find yourself messing with all the platforms, or how you're delegating right now?
Honestly, I'm learning how to market and strategize, and I'm learning like how to move right and how I need the cash to flow. Because if I'm putting money into something, is it going to be a liability or an asset? That's the mindset I'm in right now. Yeah. Like, so if I put money into this, it's going to gain. Like, what's going to happen?
Yes.
So it's really about marketing. Like, come on, you thought I was feeling you?
Yeah, that was wild. That was so wild. For real. And I even watched it. Like, I'm not gonna say anything about Ice Spice. Never mind. I'll get in trouble somehow. She's supposed to come on the show somehow, and I'm gonna fuck her up.
Will.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do that.
Look,
I always want to say what's on my mind, but then I remember politics.
I'll say it. I'll say it. Look, some people are born with the talent. Some are born with the looks. You know how the game goes. You know how the game goes, for real.
It's different for sure for everybody, unfortunately, because music is kind of losing its like the soulfulness to it.
Man, what? I'm hearing little kids rapping. Got guns. They 14, 12 in their videos, smoking weed. Got guns in their videos, like Lil 50. Yeah. You heard Lil 50?
Yeah, I've actually, unfortunately, have seen that career progress right now. Yeah. Also, this other kid that, you know, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to get in a lot of trouble today. I don't want to see, if I say something I get in trouble, you get in trouble too. So I've been learning to be careful with my words now.
Okay. We gotta chill out.
We can't down
nobody downing, but you know, it's like, that's a kid.
I don't like people I don't like people trying to make money off of their kids rapping. Like, I have a friend that, I'm not going to say the name, but he has like his kid rapping dangerous ass trap rap stuff just to pop off, and it's like, to me, that's not cool. You shouldn't be using your kids to blow up, basically. We talk about Detroit scene. Do you care about entering the Detroit scene? Do you care about blowing up in the Detroit scene, or is mainstream your goal?
Really, my goal is I want to be versatile, and I think labels like that more when you're versatile. And I'm writing everything. I rap. I write that shit. That's 100% me. And I like mix my shit. I'm learning how to master, so it's really like. Yeah, I'm on like whatever happens. Like, I really want to go to Atlanta though. I really fuck with Atlanta because I got a lot of people down there that support me, You know, that's the scene for real.
Yeah, Atlanta has its own whole world going on, but Detroit's looking to build to be like that too, right? Where everybody's connected.
Yeah.
But going over there, if you're already connected either way, right? Like,
Yeah, it's like I'm for sure gonna have love in the city.
yeah.
Like for sure.
Mm.
I've already got a little love going on. I got a lot of supporters that I'm very thankful for.
Yes.
For sure.
What do we got to look forward to? I know you got some music dropping soon this year, but is there anything else we can look forward to coming up?
I got a music video. I'm about to go to Atlanta and shoot a music video for How I Feel. The song that I'm about to drop. So
Okay.
that's really I'm about to go shoot some music videos. I got some collabs I'm doing. I got a lot of stuff.
What collabs? Can you give us a sneak peek at the collabs features or anything like that?
Features. I got Bodie. As you
course.
know, Bodie James, Risk Taker, Big Shay. That's my nigga, bro. Shout out Big Shay. Hey, free my nigga Shay, though. They got you fucked up, for real, though. Like,
Yeah.
for real. I got Baby Black.
I know Black. I'm not sure if it's the same person, but I know Black. Is he from Big Swag?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, he a rapper. He be with, like, the East Side niggas. Like, he be with some East Side niggas.
Oh, okay, for sure. Well, when can we look forward to the music video release kind of era?
April.
So that's the same time the song releases and everything like that?
I'm
Okay.
about to go, yes. I'm
Okay.
about to go fully.
If there's any music that people could check out from you in the future, is it already planned in your mind that which one is going to be the hit? Do you already know
Yes.
which one is going to be the hit?
Yes, already.
Name it now so I can post it when it happens.
All
Like
right.
I told y'all.
Playboy.
I
That
told
bitch
y'all.
gonna blow.
Playboy is going to blow up.
That bitch gonna blow.
What's today? Today is the January 16th.
That bitch gonna blow.
Yes.
Just know that. Know that.
We're saying it now on January 16th.
I'm saying that shit right now.
2023.
That bitch gonna hit charts.
Jordan year. This is the Jordan
Yeah.
year. If anybody's going to pop off, it's going to be 2023.
Oh, for sure.
You
You gotta
got
go
to.
all in. See, we ain't stopping. We ain't partying.
Yeah.
We ain't in everybody's face this year. Y'all gotta know. Y'all gotta. It's time to hustle.
Exactly.
Come on, y'all had fun last year. We done had the pandemic. Y'all got to chill the fuck out for a minute. Come on. Get back in that bag, bro. It's that
Exactly.
time.
Alonte, it's been great having you aboard. You got to come back and make sure to update us on what's going on. This is Jordan year, but next year is Kobe year. So if you do miss Jordan year, you still got 2024, right? So everybody still has that one extra chance, but let's make this the year. Does anybody want to shout out before we sign off?
Hell yeah. Hey, shout out my nigga Big Shay. Shout out Bodie. I hope you recover, bro. You already know.
Yeah.
Alonte, run it up, baby.
For sure. We're at Parallel Sound Studio, High Low Visuals and Shootings and Productions. We are out. Peace.